Yo, people, what's going on? Back again with another episode of FOOTY, and this one's gonna be fucking full of it today, innit? Third in the league,
Right. Let me interrupt, my G. Let me interrupt. I know you
mate.
usually like to take the intro, but listen, I have got so much smoke for every. I went on a Twitter rage. I don't know why yet. I've been going on Twitter a lot more to bullshit at, but that's why I think I'm actually typing on it, because I like to split a little bit of bullshit myself. And listen, yeah, I went after everyone. City, who, by the way, over the last 3 seasons, we've accumulated the same points as. I went after Chelsea, little fucking losing to Aston Villa, pathetic. I went after Manchester United, because apparently this has been a good... Not after you specifically, but Manchester United fans gave me all of the smoke when we lost earlier on in the season. So listen, you deserve it back. We battered you. We went on a 5-game winning streak, and it's one of them things where we deserve to be where we are. And like, listen, mate, you know, all the people who called that Philip shit, what then? Like, what? Nah, seriously, like, I just want a moment of silence for all the haters. For all the haters. All the haters, like Enzo More off WWE. Lads, everyone needs to shut their mouth. And do you know what? Do you know who else needs to shut their mouth? The most. Me. Bet didn't see that one coming, did you? And let me tell you why I need to shut my mouth. Do you want me to tell you why I need to shut my mouth? How dare I doubt my manager? How dare my face doubt my manager? And that just shows I know fuck all about football. And I'm absolutely fine with that. You know what I mean, mate? It's one of them things where, like, I like to think I know stuff. I thought I knew that we weren't going to get top 4. Never been happier to be proven wrong. And we deserve it. And you know what? I'm not celebrating the fact we actually got 3rd position. I actually think if we got 5th, with the circumstances, that wouldn't have been too bad. But would have I been happy? No. Because I'm not in Champions League football. I haven't earned the right to get that golden ticket, to play the best of the best teams. That's what I love about football. That's what I want to be. If I'm going into next season playing B-Tech teams, even though it's not the Conference League, which it's absolutely fitting that Spurs are the first team to ever participate in that league. Like, it's absolutely brilliant. But, like, the Europa League itself, I don't like it. I don't like that competition. I don't like the music, simply for the fact that it represents the Europa League. People saying it's good music. I don't think it's good music. I much prefer all the birds singing at the start of the Champions League. Champion! That's well better. Well better. So, mate, I'm just buzzing, honestly, Rants. Like, when you talk about a high note, you're lucky this show weren't like a day earlier or 2 days earlier, because that would have been much worse. I have got paragraphs, and I did not do well in English. And it's one of them things, lad, like, I could do essays on why Liverpool have smashed it in this campaign. Trust me.
Nah, bro. Liverpool deserve it, bro. Like, at the end of the day,
we do.
You man got what, 27 points from a possible 30. Like, in the bro, listen. I said it.
We had the most VAR decisions put against us as well, by the way, just to throw that out there.
No, honestly, bro, like, I was giving it to a lot of them dickhead United fans, because after we lost to Leicester, these guys were celebrating, saying, oh, yeah, that's Liverpool out the top 4 now. And I was like, bruv, it's not a foregone conclusion we're going to fucking beat them, and then you beat us. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it is what it is, bro. Like, you man are there because you deserve to be there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Bottom line, obviously, the fixture list was more favourable to you lot in the towards the end of the season, but it balances out throughout the end of the season, because that means you played the harder games with your injuries, innit? So Either way, it fucking balances out. Liverpool are there because they deserve to be there. And they only finished 5 points behind United after not having defenders. So if United fans think that it's a good season for them, they're smoking crack. Because everyone was laughing at Liverpool, and what, you just finished 5 points ahead of them. That's fuck all, bruv. Liverpool finishing 20 points clear of us and shit in seasons, and then we're finishing 5 points ahead of them, and it's an improvement, man. Like, it's not an improvement. I think Liverpool, out of all the teams, I think Liverpool and Chelsea can be happier with their season than us, because we had less injuries than them, man. Chelsea changed their manager. Do you know what I mean? Like, bruv. Nah, it's mad.
Was done in when you got knocked out of the Champions League, but you smashed it on one thing. You smashed it when you said, I think it was either the other week or it might have been the week before. You said that Alisson goal, it just doesn't make sense if we don't get top 4 when that Alisson goal goes in. You said that. You said it just doesn't make sense. The story just shouldn't end that way. Like, lads, and it's crazy the way, like, even I wanted to believe that was the moment. that was the goal that really turned everything round. Obviously it did, but when you know that this Liverpool team this season has been inconsistent, regardless of the reasons, you just know that's a possibility. You know that we can drop points to a Burnley. We've done it before this season. You know that we can drop points to anyone on any given day. So even Crystal Palace, like the amount of games that they've taken off us in history, you know, Istanbul when we were 3-0 up and they brought it back 3-3. Steven Gerrard's last game at Anfield where they absolutely battered us. There's so many games where we've struggled against even like before the 6 games that we lost in a row at home, that was the first team we lost to. The last team we lost to at home, with Benteke. So thankfully there was no Eze, thankfully there was no Benteke. Everything was just lining up. Even on match day, Leicester started losing in the final minutes. Chelsea were losing to Aston Villa. Like, when did Chelsea lose? Unless they get like 10 men.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird, especially the new Chelsea. They don't even concede, bro.
It's mad.
So yeah, it's all a bit mad, bro. Like when I look at it,
everything went for us. Everything just went for us. And it's brilliant.
It did, but you make your own luck in it because you were hanging in there, innit? Even with the injuries and stuff. As much as it was funny to see you lot lose at home, yeah, like how many times in a row, and still we were the only team that didn't fucking beat you there. Do you know what I mean? So again, when people are talking about good seasons and that, do you know what I mean? It's all about perspective, and I think Liverpool finishing 3rd, yeah, considering how bad of a season it was supposed to have been, yeah, you have to look at how well your manager did with all the injuries and also how badly everyone else done around you, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, look at the points tallies. You finished 5 points behind United. So I mean, you finished with what, 69 points and got 3rd?
It's disgusting.
I can't remember anyone getting 3rd on 69 points.
It's happened a few times over previous seasons. I think it happened in...
Not more recently, though, surely. Like, no, honestly, we must be going back 10 years or something.
No, I'm talking 17, 18, 18, 19 seasons. Like, there was them points tallies. Let me get it up now, just so I know I'm not chatting shit, because obviously I don't want to be.
Because one thing I know is, them man are saying Napoli finished 5th in Italy on 77.
77? Listen, lad, this season's been poor. I've said this. Season's
been fucking horrible, brother. This is the best league in the world, apparently.
We only deserve it because everyone else is shite, but based on our own merit, we've massively declined based on last season to this season. Again, that's like, I'm not bringing up excuses, but the drop is massive. Right, 18-19 Premier League table. Let's have a look at this. So the top 4, 4th place, Tottenham got 71 points, so slightly higher. 3rd place, Chelsea got 72. 2nd, Liverpool got 97. City got 98. So
97, 98. That's what I mean. And United are happy about finishing on what, 74?
That
Do
season,
me a fucking favour.
That season, 18-19, Man United finished 6th with 66 points. So, and I think you only got like 8 more points than that this season.
Yeah, exactly. And that took man up 4 places in the league. Come on, bro. Right, so this league's been poor.
19-20. Right, let's have a look at this one. This is the one where we won the league. So we finished on... Where's the points there? Right, 99. Man City, 81. Man United got 3rd with 66. This was just last season. Chelsea got 4th with 66. Leicester got 5th with 62. So it's...
How poor that is.
That's terrible, bro. And that's just last season. So yeah, this is being frequent.
That's why man said last season was some joke thing as well.
No, this season was a joke. It's a laughing stock.
This season was a joke. And so was last season, bro. Jose got what? 2nd with 81 or 82.
Everton got 10th. Bro, Everton, who won the league. Do you know these blue knobheads who won the league after the first 4 games? We gifted them 4 points as well. They've got billionaire owners. They've got one of the best managers in Europe. The lowest they've been all season before that last game where they got absolutely pammed 5-0 by Manchester City and Aguero. The lowest they've been was 9th. They finished 10th. How do you finish 10th in a season where your lowest position was 9th? How do you finish 10th in a season where your lowest position was 9th, Rants? If you're improving. Like, don't get me wrong, they went from 12th from last year to 10th. But, mate, this was a team that was supposed to win the league, weren't it? That's what I was hearing. You know, and I live with them, so it's one of them things. 17-18. Let's have a little gander at this. This is their City Centurion season. United finished 2nd with 81 points.
Yeah.
This season weren't as bad. 3rd, Tottenham with 77, and Liverpool 4th with 75. So that season was improved.
See, that wasn't too bad, bro. But that's what I'm saying. And when you look at the points tallies in other leagues, bro, like compared to that, like it's embarrassing. Even like the Golden Boot winner got 23 goals this season, Harry Kane. 23 is not a lot of goals, bro. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not to win the Golden Boot.
Do you want to know the standard of this league? Get on this stat. Besides Manchester City, when they've won the league, every other team who's won the league in the last 10 years, so that includes United, Chelsea, and Leicester, besides us as well, everyone finished outside the Champions League the season after they won the league. So when you won the league, you finished 7th. When Chelsea won the league, they finished 10th. When Leicester won the league, they finished 11th. We finished 3rd. And the audacity to call us the worst champions ever, not even in the last 10 years are we the worst champions. It's laughable. Even Roy Keane shouted it out as well. He was quick to jump on that bandwagon. All these, like, lad, there was so many. And it shows the quality. It must do, if that's happening.
Yeah.
Multiple different times.
Bro, the Premier League
Leicester won the league.
so
Leicester
overrated.
won the league at the end of the day. Leicester won the league. You know what I mean? That in itself is like, you know, when does that happen in other leagues? Like, I know Lille's won it this season in the French league and whatnot, which is boss.
That's mad. Look, man said 69 points will get you third in the Portuguese league. So is that how shit the Premier League really is then? I'm confused. I'm confused, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because really and truly, yeah, man should be getting more points than this. This don't make no sense, bruv.
Do you think it could be down to the fact that it's just more competitive, though? Because lower teams are getting better players. You've got to give that.
But even though they are
every team has got one baller.
But even if they are getting better players, my argument is, yeah, if the players that we have at the top teams are as good as we think they are, it shouldn't matter.
That's true.
You know, do you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't matter if they're really that good. Because when Man City are getting over 100 points, it wasn't because they were worse teams in the league that year. It's because them man played to the level they were meant to play at. Because Man City's squad, they got 2 players for every position.
They've got a first team and a second team and both
easy.
compete for the league. Yeah.
So if they're playing well, they're meant to get in the high 80s at least anyway. Man City shouldn't be getting below maybe 85 points in the season. They shouldn't.
They shouldn't be getting it below, definitely below 80. Even last season, they finished on 81.
There you go.
81. So that's not good enough for them. And it's like, this season was brilliant from them, don't get me wrong, but they never really had anyone to properly push them like we was last season. No one pushed them. Man United never caused them no threat at any point of the season. There was no point where Manchester City felt threatened besides when they were playing shit. There was no point. They went on, they won like 5 games and then we all pretty much knew what was going to happen from there.
There you go. Like man's saying, bro, look, Turkey, 69 points gets you 5th, blood, in Turkey. That ain't no world beater league, bruv. Do you know what I mean? The difference in the teams aren't massive in Turkey, bro. But even in that league, man are getting 5th with 69 and you man got 3rd.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Man United related.
Yeah.
What season was better? This one? Say if you win the Europa League, say that's happened, right? I know it's tomorrow, but say you win the Europa League, say you win a 2-1, not arsed. Anyway, and the position in the league, is that a better season than the one with Jose Mourinho?
No way. Because remember the Jose one, we started in that competition. We didn't get knocked out the Champions League and go into it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So if I at the start of the season we was in the Europa League and then we won it, I'd be like, all right, cool. It's a 7 out of 10 season, maybe an 8 out of 10, because I'll say, you know what, we finished 2nd in the league and we won the Europa. But bro, we got knocked out of the Champions League in the group stages, which automatically makes this a 6 out of 10 season for me.
And you only had to win 1 game.
Yeah,
only
out of 3.
Like, and
we
one
only
of the
needed
teams,
a draw. We only needed a draw.
One of the teams was a team in Turkey who finished 14th.
Bro, we only needed a fucking draw, bro, from the last 3 games. And we went out. And then on top of that, I think Jose won the Europa and the Carabao. And I think we had the best defensive record as well that season as well, bro. I think we conceded the least amount of goals or something like that. Like, so statistically, it's not even close to the Jose season. The club are trying to push propaganda to make man think that it's close. It's not even close, bro. If you start the season in the Champions League, yeah, and you get knocked out in the group stages, there's nothing you can win other than the Premier League itself to even overshadow that, bruv. Some joking.
Listen, it pisses me off as well when, like, I hear United fans when they try and make excuses, and it's like, don't get me wrong, maybe Van de Beek weren't the best option, maybe you needed a more defensive option, but if you're telling me that starting Scott McTominay and Fred over Van de Beek, like, either one of them, they should be dropped for him. There's no doubt about that. Even in games that he's played, he's proven that he's above them. He's proven he can change the game on a higher level than them. He's got a higher IQ. He's played at a better level. When he was playing it, was it Ajax that you signed him from? Ajax. They're serious.
Yes.
They are so serious. Like the way when they bring their players through the academies and whatnot, the way they do it, it's proper, and it's just like to neglect that, like to say that like you had a bad summer. Maybe it weren't the greatest, but you never even used your best signing, arguably. You know what I mean? Like Van de Beek's a good player, man. He's a good signing. I would have took him probably at Liverpool, like before Thiago and all that. So. It's one of them things where you've spent 30 million, you haven't used them. So to use that you never bought, it's just like United, they stick their own foot in it type of thing. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he sticks his own foot in it because you've got a player there. Even if that weren't your player, it's not hard to see he's better.
Yeah, guys, you see this United thing? Cool, I got the seasons muddled up. My point was, when we won the Europa League, correct me if I'm wrong, but did we not start the season in the Europa League? Because from what I can remember, we didn't get knocked out the Champions League into the Europa League and then win the Europa League. From what I remember, we started the season in the Europa League and then we won it because we finished 6th. Yeah? Okay, so we didn't start in the Champions League and get knocked out. When you start in the Champions League and get knocked out, I don't care what happens after that. Because as far as I'm concerned, when you get knocked out of the Champions League, the season's over. You shouldn't even get another fucking opportunity to win a trophy. How can man say, you got knocked out of one tournament, but here's another bite of the cherry? Fuck all that.
Bollocks.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, once you get knocked out of a tournament, imagine you get knocked out of the World Cup and they be like, don't worry. You can have a shot at another cup. No, go home, bruv.
Yeah.
You know, like that. So the fact is, we got knocked out in the group stages. Oli got a second bite at winning a trophy because he got knocked out of the first one. So straight away, it doesn't have the same value as the one that Jose won. It doesn't have the same value.
I agree.
So man's won, and in that season that Jose won that, he also won the League Cup.
Yeah.
The following season,
With
he finished second. Either way, it don't make no difference to me. The fact is, man got knocked out of the fucking cup and got another bite of the cherry to win another. That's some joke thing. It's a consolation, bro. That's a booby prize. That's what that is, bro. If we win that, man can't even celebrate that. We won 2 trophies under Jose Mourinho. 2. And then the following season, we finished with 81 points. And Ollie's finished on 74 points. And man are celebrating that, saying it's an improvement. What's it an improvement on?
It's improvements on shite. That's what it's an improvement.
It's not an improvement after spending 300 million.
That's madness.
Man spent 120 odd million on defense in his first season, and we've got our worst defensive record in 60 years. Where's the improvement? Am I missing something?
Why are people talking good about Harry Maguire recently, by the way?
Because United's defensive record's so shit, they're trying to blame it on Harry Maguire's injury, blood, when man will get impacted anyway with Harry Maguire in the team.
That makes me laugh, you know, lads.
Harry Maguire literally has the most minutes played, in our team, and we've got the worst defensive record. But somehow, when we concede goals, when he's not there, it's because he's not there. But we concede goals when he's there. The stats are there. Do you know what I mean?
Shout out to my brother Saeed, shout out to Saeed, obviously, every single time, hilarious brother and that, but the way he's even been talking about Harry Maguire, Saeed, you need to get me what you're smoking, fella, because the way he talks about, like, I know he's not trying to say, like, he's the best centre-back in the world or whatnot, but it's just the way, the energy he had towards me, for my centre-backs, when I even just brought it up, I never even said it was the number one cause, just when I brought it up, it's like, nah, man, you can't bring that up, man, you can't do that, man, nah, man. No, man, no excuses, man. No excuses, man. I heard that all the fucking time, lad. And able to get his accent on point at one stage. Anyway, next thing you know, one centre-back goes out. By the way, I've heard it quite a few times, why don't we give Bailly more chances in the season? Because he's actually done well when he's gone on the pitch. So just because it went wrong in one game, it's all because Harry Maguire weren't there. It's stupid, mate. It was hilarious, though. And it's like, it really has backfired. Not on yourself particularly, but on other United fans who are more getting carried away and 21 and 21 and all that bollocks. It's just gone wrong for them. It really, really has. We've finished behind them, and we've had a better season. They'll probably win a Europa League. And don't get me wrong, maybe then they can say, we've won a Europa League, but you shouldn't have been in that competition. So it's still kind of a joke.
It is.
It's still a joke. So
we shouldn't be there.
Mate, it's laughable. It's laughable. I'm made up with the way the season ended. I'm actually excited now as well for next season, because the one thing I wanted was momentum to be built so that next season we really do have that confidence, even when players are back and whatnot, and we can sign new players. Also, there's no excuses from buying players. Apparently, we've signed Kanate now. Like, that's a done deal. He's having his medical soon and whatnot.
Hey, FSG are gonna drop the bag, you know. I mean, we're in trouble next season, you know, because you lot are gonna sign. If you get Jaden, yeah, bruv, I might have to just. I don't know what I'm gonna do, bruv. Because I don't know, bruv. Because it's like it's peak, fam.
The narrative has changed. This is why football's boss. 6 weeks ago, I was down in the gutter, dead, mate. Now, whoo! Ric Flair settings, mate. I'll be back soon, don't you worry. I'm not ready yet, but if we sign Jadon Sancho, I'll be wooing all over the gaff. No doubt about it. Like, I can't wait to see what we do in the summer. And again, I'm not expecting a Jadon Sancho. I'm not getting too carried away, but because now I know there's no excuses for them to have a shit summer, that's why I'm looking forward to it, because I'm hoping that they will have that push. Especially with the fact, like, they're not on the greatest terms with us right now, do you know what I mean? Got Kanate over the line. Genie's most likely to go, so we need to get a midfielder, a striker. I mean, even ideally, like, just another forward, like a winger, do you know what I'm saying? These type of players, and just get squad depth, man.
No, absolutely, bruv. Absolutely, but boy, I'm not looking forward to seeing what you're doing, because you're getting linked with a few players now, and Liverpool move quickly, bro. The league just finished a couple of days ago. You've confirmed a signing already.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's worrying still. Not gonna lie, it's not
a bad signing. Not a bad signing.
It's not bad at all, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. And shout out my man for the comment. Can I do a Rants reacts on Ibra? No, absolutely, bruv. And you, man, speaking of Rants reacts, yeah. Imagine, yeah, I get an email today, and I'm thinking this is a fake email, yeah. So I look at where the emails come from, and then I Google it. Imagine, yeah, Frank Ribery's manager, yeah, saw my Rants reacts and messaged me. On my life, he messaged me and he was like, yo, Frank wants to send you a signed shirt, blood. On my life, bro. On my life, bro. Today, literally about an hour ago. An hour ago, bro. Bruv, my day has been mad. You man already know, man announced my Twitch deal, yeah, earlier. Man got an exclusive deal with Twitch, yeah, to stream the Euros, innit? So yeah, obviously I announced that. So you man, make sure you follow my Twitch. The description, the link is in the description. And then, bruv, I got email from Ribery's manager. I was like, this can't be real. Man Googled the email address, everything, because I thought this is fake, innit? Someone's trying to hustle, man. But I knew that obviously English ain't man's first language, innit? He's German, innit? So I'm like, hold on a minute. This ain't right. And then I got man's name, Googled man's name, and then I saw ex-Bayern Munich and that. I was like, huh? I was like, bruv, this is a legit email, blood. I was thinking, what the fuck is this? I was like,
that's insane. That's
bro, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bruv, how did you find me? He was like, oh, we saw your YouTube and that. And he wants to send you I was like, what the fuck, bro? I was like, what the fuck? So I don't know, bro.
That they've sat there, they've watched that video, they've liked the way that you spoke about him, because Ribery's always been one of them, hasn't he? Like, I remember an interview, and rightly so, by the way, because he was fucking serious, and it's the fact he doesn't get, or didn't get, especially when he was in his peak years, the respect that he absolutely deserved.
Yeah, he should have got Ballon d'Or, and he got
Ballon d'Or. Should have got Ballon d'Or, and like he came out and said that. So when he sees people like yourself essentially just spitting facts on him, you know, giving him the recognition that he deserves, he probably appreciates that, even if it is just something minor and it's, you know, on your channel and whatnot. to see him come out and send like an email to you and whatnot, that's quality, man. And it's a testament to himself, because that's fucking class.
Fucked, bro.
That's class.
You know them ones. I swear down.
That's
I couldn't believe it. I was like, bro, this is Bandulu, you know. Man, I had to check out the man, I had to, because you know it is when you get emails, man have to see the email addresses. You know, man send you these Bandulu emails from Gmail accounts and that.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, this is a business. I was like,
addresses, yeah.
I was like, bruv, this is a business email, you know. This is a business email. That's so insane. Man Googled the company, and I was like, yo, this is real. I was like, right, this is actually Lidge blood. I was like, nah, that's fucked, innit? So now, man, it's crazy, man. And that's what I mean.
He still playing?
Yeah, he's playing in
Fiorentina.
Italy. Yeah, so big up everyone in it. Everyone here as well, because obviously you man liking my videos and shit is obviously what boosts the algorithm, innit? And that's how they would have seen it.
100%.
You know, like that.
They're belter, lad. That was one of the greatest ideas that you could have came up with. To
it wasn't even mine. It was Anas's idea as well, bro.
Or just to even bring it to your channel, though. I mean, because the way that you can speak about it and how much you know about, like, not just like about about movement and like how much weight they put on the ball when it comes to certain skills. Like, lad, you can actually talk about that. So that's sick, man. That's class of him as well.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
He's a legend of the game. He's a legend of the game.
Absolute legend. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is weird, innit? Man emailed him back a few times because I was like, nah, this ain't real. This ain't real. Yeah. You know the ones. The man was like, yeah, we saw your YouTube channel. I was like, no fucking way, blood. You know the man. That's the thing, and the thing is, I know bare footballers, so I don't care in it. But this is mad because it's
Frank Ribery's though, lad.
But Ribery's different in it because like man's a genuine fan of his, yeah. And it's like when I bust the video, bare people were commenting saying, "Oh, I forgot how good he was. I didn't know he was this good." Because a lot of the guys are younger in it, and he's a guy that doesn't talk very much, you know them ones. So for a man to see that and was like, "Yeah, I want to send him a shirt," I was like, "No fucking way." You know, like that. So that was mad. So I've had a sick day, blood, and it's only 4:30. You know them, man. So
hey, listen, I'm fucking buzzing for you there. That's quality.
That's what I mean. So make sure you man follow the Twitch, because all of my Euros content is gonna be on there exclusively. You get me? That's already done. You know what I mean? The ink's dried and that. So yeah, I'm gonna be over there for the Euros, so that's going to be decent. So all the watch alongs are going to be on there. Obviously there'll be loads of people. You could definitely jump on a few watch alongs and that, bro. It'll be jokes, you know, them ones for the Euros, man. You know, like that. Obviously. So yeah, we're doing that. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing that.
That's going to be stress free and
it's going to be lit
football. I'm excited for it.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's super lit, bruv. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my shirt's on the way, blood. It's fucking nuts.
Lad, that's madness. Listen, that's a W right there. That's got to be one of the bigger W's of the year for a legend like that. It's because it's not even the fact he saw it. It's the fact he appreciates it, and it shows that he's took something from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
He'll respect the opinion, and it's not because you're just kissing his ass. It's the things, the way you would have said it, the way you detailed it. That's quality, man.
Yeah, 100%.
He's won the league, Champions League, multiple times. Didn't he score like an important goal in the Champions League?
Bro, he always does, bro. But the thing is, that Ballon d'Or, I think it was it 2013, I think.
Yeah, I think
that
so.
He should have won it, bruv, and CR7 took it. You know them ones. And the thing is, it's always been between Ronaldo and Messi. There was bare times where players have had great seasons and they never stood a chance of winning it. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of thing with football these days, is a popularity contest, in it. So while Ronaldo and Messi with their cult followings and that, and obviously they're putting up insane numbers, not to take anything away from them, but do you know what I mean? Like sometimes the Ballon d'Or winner doesn't have to be the best player in the world. Sometimes it's the player, you know what I mean, that's had the biggest impact,
100%
on the stage at that particular time. You know, the ones there, and that's what it is. It's just like I say, Premier League team of the season is not the best 11 players in the Premier League. It needs to be the players that have had the best seasons for themselves. Do you know what I mean? You can't put, or else you'll just be putting Aguero and Kane in every fucking season, bruv, no matter what happens. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not how it's meant to work. Do you know what I mean? Just because you won a Premier League, that doesn't mean you deserve manager of the season. Do you know what I mean? David Moyes definitely done as good a job as Pep Guardiola, if not a better job, because he had a lot worse players to deal with, and the guy still got Europe. He finished 5th in the end. know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So I just think that with the Ballon d'Or, certain man, like the one season Lewandowski was meant to win it, bro. They cancelled it. How fucking convenient.
That was shit. That was shit. And then he goes on to score 40 goals and puts himself right back into the conversation. But it's probably going to get given to like Messi or something because he scored. However, like he's carried Barcelona to second. You know what I mean? Like one of them things. Like they'd be like fourth without him. So that's why they're going to give it to him. Even who fucking won it, lad? Was it Nedved?
Pavel Nedved. Pavel Nedved's unreal, bro.
Nah, he was unreal, but did he deserve to win though?
Bro, the one thing I say about Pavel Nedved, yeah, Pavel Nedved went to Juventus to replace Zinedine Zidane, yeah, and they didn't really miss Zidane when Nedved went when Nedved went there, and that tells you how good he is. I'm not saying that he was better than Zidane, but I'm saying them man weren't mourning the loss of Zizou because Nedved stepped up in it, and that's how good he is, bro. When you lose a generational player like Zidane and you're not crying in your bed sheets. The guy that's come in's done a decent job. It's just like when Carrick came in and replaced Roy Keane. Like, you can never really replace Roy Keane, innit? But what Carrick done and fired us to a Champions League, do you know what I mean? And it was like that. It was like that.
I would have put Thierry Henry, because to be honest with you, obviously I can't remember it vividly, but I've heard like loads about Thierry Henry that season and the fact he could have maybe been above Nedved, and there was things that went into play to maybe that stopped that from happening. Maybe I'm chatting shit and I've heard that wrong. But what I mean about the Ballon d'Or, it's not the most pure competition. Really.
It's not. It's political. And you know that FIFA and UEFA and all these governing bodies are all crooked as fuck anyway. So it don't really matter, really. We all know them, man. Half of them, man. Daily basis. Half of them, man, are in jail, and half of them are gonna be in jail at some point, innit? Like, it's very clear. So whoever wins these things, yeah, bruv. So do you know what I mean? Like, the fact is, yeah, like, bro, like, look at the World Cup. As soon as Qatar got the World Cup, man should have known, yeah, that the football's dead, innit? From that perspective.
Didn't someone get nicked a few months ago from
Barca? A few man got nicked, bruv. What's his name? Joseph Satam or whatever. The Barcelona brothers in jail, my guy.
Fellas. Yeah, lads. Madness. This football is like this football. It's just not what a lot of fans think it is. Really, to be honest with you, there's so much. The only word that comes to mind is seediness, but I've said that too many times. So like, just absolute corruption. It's madness. Like the amount of things that have to go on, like even what you've just mentioned about the Qatar World Cup and everything that fucking takes to even just get that to happen. Fucking hell, I'll just have it here. Save the shit. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? That's a brown envelope under the fucking desk. That's what that is. That's a brown envelope, mate. That's what that is. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we know that football's crooked. So sometimes certain players will never get their flowers, innit? That's how it is. And also, the generation you're playing in matters, all these other things. It's the same with Rooney. Like that Rooney played in the era of Ronaldo and Messi. So no, even though he declined early and stuff, when he was at the peak of his powers, yeah, he never stood a fucking chance with them two man there. Do you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Same with Neymar. Like at the end of the day, when you're playing with certain man, it is what it is, bruv. If you were playing in the era of Maradona, it doesn't matter. You're not winning anything. Okay? That's it.
It is what it is.
It's that simple, innit? So sometimes you just have to kind of hold your hands up and just be like, you know what? It's out of my control, innit? But he's still an elite baller, still deserves a lot of respect. You know, like that. So I mean, that was just super sick, man. Like I can't even lie. And it just shows you, and it just shows you how certain people are, innit, as people, because man didn't need to do that. Man could have just seen it and just said, oh yeah, I've seen it. Do you know what I mean? Man didn't have to send me nothing, you know, like that. So it's all mad, you know what I mean? And the link for man's Twitch is in the description of all my videos, people, all of them. So make sure you follow the Twitch. I think I should be pretty close to 5K on there. Let's get that up because all of the content's going to be exclusive on there, bruv. So if you're not following the Twitch, you ain't going to see it. You know, like that. So make sure you follow. And Twitch are better with notifications, better than YouTube anyway. Like YouTube don't really give everyone notifications, even when they're switched on. Do you know what I mean? On Twitch, you'll get them. Do you know what I mean? So make sure you, man, head over there.
Absolutely.
Fam, England squad.
Let's get into it, lads.
I know that Trent is in the provisional squad. He'll go.
Right,
He has to go.
I've got a question. Questions
Yeah.
quick before we talk more. What's provisional mean? Because all I know is that I've got a provisional driving license, but is that like like provisional? You know what I mean?
You know what it is? That means that's the big squad, and then it's going to be cut down again on the 1st of June.
Oh, so wait there. What's the number
So
of the big squad?
seven players are going to be taken out. So
All right.
So I think it's a 25-man squad 24-man squad altogether, and I think there's 31.
26.
Oh, 26-man squad. Yeah, okay. And then the provisional thing, then that means there is 30 something in that list, innit? And they're gonna take 7 out. That's what they're saying.
Right, let's get this motherfucker.
So let's get that up on the screen, guys. Put the squad in, and we're gonna see who needs to come out, innit? Who we would take out.
Typing that up, I'll try and get it up as well. Yeah, lad, we need to see this. We need to really, really go through this because, mate, this is one of them things, right, where I've been very interested to see fully like what team he's gone with. Where the fuck's my phone? I had it a second ago. There it is. Right. Let's have a little gander right here. Because I had a look at it. I know Trent and that's in there. I know Henderson's in there as well. But this will be interesting, right? Where the fuck? Okay, you ready? So the goalkeepers is Dean Henderson, Jordan Pickford, Sam Johnston, and Adam Ramsdale. I mean, we've never been blessed with
I'm not being funny, yeah, but why do you need to bring 3 goalkeepers, yeah, to a tournament that lasts 2 fucking weeks? No, 4, because they're gonna get rid of 1 and bring 3. But it's like it's a 3 or 4 week tournament, bro.
Who were you
like, why the
there?
fuck do you need 3 keepers? I'll fuck 2 with it. I'd only bring 2 keepers because, bro, in international football, bruv, not even just international football, yeah. In football in general, you play your first keeper every week, blood, unless 1, he's injured, or 2, it's a cup game. Every game's a fucking cup game. So I'm playing the same keeper all the way. Furthermore, I'll just bring 2. Like, what's the likelihood that both your keepers are going to get injured and you need the 3rd one? Do you know what I mean? The 3rd one's just filling up water bottles. It's a fucking joke, blood.
They're all shit anyway.
They are.
The fact Jordan Pickford's our number 1 goalkeeper should really speak volumes. That's a disgrace. I'd actually go with Sam Johnston above all of them. That's just me, though. Let's go with these defenders then. Man like Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mr. I give you no choice, Gareth. That's what Trent has basically done. Ben Chilwell. Don't know about this one, like Connor Cody.
Yeah, not for me, bro.
We'll complete the list. Ben Godfrey, Reece James, Harry Maguire. I've got questions over this one, to be fair. Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker, and Ben White. Why is Ben White in there when he's not even the best centre-back of fucking Brighton?
I don't know. I think because maybe Harry Maguire wanted him there because apparently he wants him at Man United as well, bruv. Hopefully that never fucking happens, but you know.
I swear Dunker's been playing better football at Brighton and he's English. So why is he in the team? Why are Brighton getting so much respect, lad? They finished like 16th. They got a goalkeeper in Spain. Are you taking a piss? Hey, do you know what's mad about that though? Why? And feel free to just... Why is Tomori not there? He's had a fucking belter season.
I said the same thing, but you know what? He's in Italy, innit? And these men don't like to watch leagues that aren't in England, so...
But, lad, why are you going with Connor Cody? Like, lad, like, the fellow Scouser, smashing it, you know what I mean? Captain of the club and that, but he plays in a back 5. Every time he's played in a back 4, he's looks suspect with all due respect, so it's like...
Yeah.
Even Tyrone Mings, like, where's Konza from?
Konza can play for us.
Like, I don't know, you know, lads, I don't think that's the best eligible squad. Nothing too outrageous, but I don't think it's the best. Ben White's a bit of a dodgy one.
You know what it is, yeah? Like, I'll just say fuck it and just go super attacking, bro. Like, I don't care. I've seen Brazil play 6 attackers before. Bruv, there's nothing wrong with, or should I say 8 attackers if you include their fullbacks as well. Bruv, just go for it. know what I mean? At the end of the day, just go and fucking stick it on teams, bro. They're not going to expect it.
Annihilate them. Facts, lad.
They're not going to expect it, bro. It's just like when Fury ran out into the middle of the ring against Wilder. He wasn't expecting it, bro. He thought he was going to box him on the back foot, and he just ran and punched his head in. Sometimes, yeah, you just need to just run up on someone and just punch them up. Like,
we'll talk about this at the end of the stream, but boxing's bollocks, by the way. Sorry, carry on your point.
It is bollocks. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. I think England, this is probably England's best team, best squad, attacking-wise, in recent times. If we don't, but we play the most pragmatic football that we've played in a long time, it doesn't make sense.
We're going to play 5 at the back. We've brought Conor Cody. We're going to play 5 at the back. That's why we brought Conor Cody, because he's good in that system. Yeah. How do you bring Conor Cody above Tomori, lad? He smashed it. He's actually walked into an AC Milan side that's finished like 3rd. Like, I'm not trying to take the piss or nothing, but you're going with Ben White, who's not even the best centre-back at the club, at Brighton.
Yeah, it's a bit mad, bro.
A bit is an understatement. Midfield, anyway. Jude Bellingham, Jordan Hendo, Jesse Lingard, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, and James Ward-Prowse.
All right, so does Henderson go? Like, even though he hasn't been playing football for you, and how many games has he been out injured? Because I know he's been out for a while, but obviously I don't know.
He's been out 4 times. He's been out since like March or like February, something like that. But he's just that good, man. He's just that good. Nah, I don't want him to go, though. If you ask me, I don't want him to go because, lads, I just see an injury written all over it if he plays.
Yeah, I don't think he should go, but I think that Gareth Southgate will take him anyway.
Just for the influence.
I think that he's worth having there just for...
No, I agree. I absolutely agree. Just even to be around the dressing room, 100%. Like, even all the players, when they talk about him, they say he's the one who, like, sets the standard. Like, even Harry Maguire, and apparently he's the captain of England. So, Harry Maguire...
Jordan Henderson's the guy, in it that upholds the standards, that has the most respect in the changing room. So, I think he has to be there because, let's face it, in tournament football, most of the guys there are glorified cheerleaders. They're not going to fucking play, are they? So,
yeah.
Let's be honest. If they bring a 26-man squad, 20 players will be lucky to even touch the field. Because if I'm in a tournament, I'm playing the same team every game pretty much. And I'm only really making the odd change if it's tactical or if someone gets injured. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make sense, bro. It actually doesn't make sense. And is it going to be 5 subs at the World Cup or is it going to be 3?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
It's I'm not really sure.
That midfield as well, which actually, to be honest, I like, with the fact that we're probably going to go with a defensive setup. And, you know, with the fact we've got so many attacks. Like, the only defensive players there, really, is Henderson, who actually can play well offensively. Calvin Phillips.
Now, Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice are defensive-minded but can attack, innit?
Go forwards as well. That's what Henderson's like.
My problem, none of them, apart from Declan Rice. But my problem is if England played a shape like Chelsea's where they only play one defensive midfielder in the pivot and sometimes none because Kovacic isn't a defensive midfielder. Do you know what I mean? Kante's a box-to-box really, innit? He's not really a holding, screening player. So they play Kante and Kovacic sometimes because they've got 3 at the back. But England will play 3 at the back and probably play 2 defensive centre midfielders or defensive-minded midfielders. And then our fullbacks aren't even super attacking either. So it turns into a 7-3 formation. That's dead.
Shite.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's dead. If you're going to play 5 at the back, then I literally want to see 5 attacking players in front of them. Or at least 4. But I don't want to see 7 defensive fucking players. And I want to see attacking fullbacks. That's what we're going to play, though.
We're not winning shite. Listen, we've got a great team there. We've got a great team with some great players. Like, you've got Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, like...
Jadon Sancho
is serious. Like, why aren't people talking about Jadon Sancho? Mason Mount has been in heavy form. He's the type of player to make waves in this competition as well.
Yeah.
Even Jude Bellingham. There's nothing bad about having a youngster who is a hungry motherfucker at a tournament like this. There's really nothing bad about that. In fact, I see nothing but good things. even if he makes a mistake, like, I feel like that's going to benefit him in the long run. But, like, when you've got someone who's got ability and the hungry as well to prove a point, oh, mate, like, that's an alright player to bring on in the last 20 minutes of a game where you might need to get the points or whatnot. So, I'm alright with the midfield. I just don't like the idea of how we're going to set up. Do you know what I mean? Should we get into the forwards?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go on. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, agree. Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Mason Greenwood, I agree with that one as well. Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Saka, Raheem Sterling and Jadon Sancho, and then Ollie Watkins.
You know what's mad, yeah? If I look at it, Watkins don't go. Saka doesn't go. I have to bring Mason because to me, Mason's a bigger goal threat than Sterling and Rashford for England.
If he gets a chance, he's more likely to put it away.
So absolutely. Do you know what I'm saying? Them man there like need a million chances to score. Whereas Mason's so clinical and so ruthless, yeah. And I think that Calvert-Lewin has to go because he's a different kind of threat. Like remember how we used to use Peter Crouch? If we needed an auxiliary aggressive player, yeah, Peter Crouch used to come up clutch for England a lot of the time because he's super awkward. And Calvert-Lewin's an immense athlete, a great aerial threat. And because we don't have Vardy now, it's kind of like if we need to go 2 up front and we're chasing a game and we need to get Trent to put some balls into the box to fucking Calvert-Lewin and Harry Kane, it's not a bad front two to be putting them crosses into. One of them will fucking score. Do you know what I mean? So I think you have to have a plan B and a plan C in tournament football. That you can't just have one way of executing teams because different teams have different weaknesses. And that's why I like tournaments because tournaments are tactical. They're tactical, bruv. If something's not working, you can't say, oh, you know what, it was a bad day at the office. We got another league game in 2 days. Like we'll draw and then we'll come back. Nah, bro, you got to win the fucking game. You got to win it. And especially 100%. When you get to the knockout stages, yeah, there's no coming back. It's now or never. That's when you got to roll the dice. So as many kind of different options, you need the better, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like Ollie Watkins doesn't give you anything that you can't get from Calvert-Lewin. I look at Rashford and Sterling, and I think they're very similar, and neither of them are really, really good at anything. You know the ones like when I look at Jadon Sancho, he's our best player. Him and Jack Grealish are our 2 best players one-on-one at going past people. Phil Foden's not far behind. Phil Foden's probably one of our best players in tight spaces as well. Do you know what I mean? Harry Kane's our best finisher. Mason's very close to that. Calvert-Lewin's definitely our best player in the air. Like when I look at Rashford and Sterling, I don't know what they're the best at.
They're the kids. They're the kids who got all seasons E's in school, weren't they? They weren't very good at anything, but they weren't very shit at anything. They're there. You know what I mean?
Just there. They're there because they're experienced and they've been in and around top teams for a while. But Sterling don't start for Man City no more. Rashford's been injured, and when he has been playing, he hasn't been great, bruv. Like, man's got the same amount of goals as Gareth Bale this season, and Gareth Bale hasn't played for half the season. He's played. So I mean, I think Mane got the same amount of goals as him, I think, this season, and Mane's had his worst season ever.
Ever. No, lad, that's
mad.
I mean? That's a mad team. Like, listen, we've got quality in that team. It's about how you use it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, for example, Sterling's going to start over Foden. I think that's something that's going to happen, 100%. Like, even Jack Grealish, he's probably not going to play. Rashford will probably play over Grealish. It's just a matter of fact. Kane will play. Midfield will probably line up what? It actually doesn't surprise me if Henderson plays in these games. I'll probably say Declan Rice, Henderson or Mount, and then maybe like Jesse Lingard further forward. You rotate that how you will, but that maybe
Jesse has to go, man.
Yeah, oh no, 100%.
The confidence that he's got running through his veins right now, the geezer's got to go. And he's very versatile, and he's a big game player, man. I don't like the guy is literally so, bruv, he was instrumental in firing West Ham into Europe. No one can't tell me that this guy hasn't earned his place.
No, yeah, they're just stupid. They don't know nothing about football, though, if they're saying he doesn't deserve to go, because Lingard deserves to go. And if he's going to be going, he deserves to play. He's not just someone who can sit on the bench. You don't, like you've just said, you don't use a player who's built up that much momentum when you need someone who's going to be there. Consistency times fucking quality is a beautiful thing, and he's got both of them things right now in everything. So listen, mate, I'm excited to see Lingard. If I was the manager and say that's the squad that I brought, the way I'm lining up, genuinely, and people think I'm going to take the piss when I say this, I'm genuinely starting Sam Johnston. If they're my goalkeeper options, I don't like Dean Henderson and I don't like Jordan Pickford. And it's not even that I don't like them because of the clubs they play for. I think they're shite. Honestly,
they are.
Jordan Pickford, I'd rather go Dean Henderson over Pickford.
Listen, Pickford is fucking horrible, blood.
Dog, lads, it's disgusting. Like
horrible.
The fact he's still a first choice goalkeeper is absolutely laughable.
Horrible. That's why for me, Henderson will be the number one because he's been number one for United. But honestly, mate, like literally, like I said before, it's like
even got like good save percentage and everything. So
I haven't seen it, to be honest, bro. Know what I mean? From what I remember, I swear Sam Johnston didn't he used to play for us? I thought he did because I remember him from the reserves.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Play for use. Sam Johnston, man. That's who I'd go for. Then the back four. Right, you'll see where I'm going with this. Trent right back. Surprise, surprise. Harry Maguire, John Stones, and then left back Luke Shaw. That'd be the back four to go for. The midfield, I'd go with Henderson on the right-hand side, so that when Trent goes forward, he plays the similar role that he does for Liverpool, and he cuts in on that right and covers the defence. It'll allow Trent to go forward and allows us to be more expansive. And Trent at the end of this season has been a creative genius, and him with players like fucking Sancho on that same hand side, I just think that'd be insane based on the tech them players have got. So that's why I go with Trent. So Henderson on the right-hand side. Then I go with Declan Rice in the middle. And either Mason Mount or Jesse Lingard on the other side. Have your pick.
What, to start?
To start.
Yeah, you're being a lot more balanced than I am. I'm a maniac.
Oh
bro.
yeah. You're like you're on steroids when it comes to letting it go.
I'm a maniac. I'm a maniac, bro. Like
you're the rock star. I'm the one who's listening to classical music. I'm
a maniac, bro. I don't believe in all that. I believe defenders defend, attackers attack. You know them ones, and then attackers defend from the front, and that's what it is, bro. Like your first attackers are your defenders, and your first defenders are your attackers. That's how you're meant to play football, innit? So it is what it is. If you've got the ball, you're attacking, which means your first attacker is your goalkeeper, and then it's your centre back or your fullback. And then when you lose the ball, your first defender is the nearest guy to the fucking ball, innit? So, man don't need 2 or 3 centre-backs and then 2 defensive midfielders. That's already 5 defensive-minded players. And then you've got fullbacks that are thinking about going back this way because he's not going to start Trent. He's going to start a right-back. Thinking more about going that way.
Fuck Gareth, lads. I'm not doing what Gareth's going to do. You're mad. I'm going.
But then why would you play Luke Shaw instead of Ben Chilwell? Because Ben Chilwell is better as a wing back than Luke Shaw.
Insane. Oh, well,
not as a wing back.
But he's good. He's all right going forward. He's been all right at going forward.
Yeah, but not as a wing back. As a left back. As a wing back. As a wing back. Ben Chilwell for Chelsea. To be fair, bruv, he nearly scored in the fucking final. And he's scoring goals and he's trying to do things, bro, like attacking wise. I see him getting in on the end of headers and shit. Like, do you know what I mean? But like Luke Shaw as a left wing back, I've never been convinced. When we play a 3 at the back, Luke Shaw plays better as left centre back. Very good there, actually.
But him and Maguire have built up a partnership as well, and I'm starting Maguire. I would start Ben Godfrey because I think he has potential to be better, but I just think for this team, you need, for some reason, we need Maguire. Anyway, my front 3, Jack Grealish. Oh, where do you put him now? You put Harry Kane up front. You put Jack Grealish somewhere there, and then
Grealish has to go on the left.
It's Sancho.
Grealish, Sancho, and Kane is my front 3 all day. Like that's not even. And then you've got my young G at Man City to come through, man. Fodinho, black, and come off the bench and that.
He's insane. I don't want to see Rashford or Sterling.
Yeah, me neither. I don't want to
They'll
see them
see
at
them.
all, bro.
I'm
Like, what are you
fine
gonna
with that.
do? Like,
I'm fine with that. If they don't play, I absolutely they will, but I'm fine if they don't.
yeah, bruv, honestly, like if I was the England manager, I'd leave one of them at home because I think that they're both very similar. Know what I mean? They're both very similar and they're both quick. Both of their decision making isn't very good. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you don't need two of the same player. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. It's like Rashford reminds me of Sterling, yeah, with more power in his shot, but then less intelligence. And
Yeah,
then Sterling's the other way. He's more intelligent, but then he's mad flimsy and that. You know what I
just
mean?
a
It's just like
crazy. Yeah,
it's just like that. It's just like I don't need them both. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I can have one of them. I'd probably bring Sterling because he's probably better at going past people with his pace and little tight things and little give and goes because he plays for Man City. But I don't need Foden, Rashford, Sterling, Sancho, and Grealish, bruv. Like all of them. Do you know what I mean? Because to
Sterling's had a
me,
shit season as well. He's had a worse season than Foden.
yeah, Sterling's had a shit season. He hasn't been playing, and Rashford ain't had a great season either. So, and he's been injured, and man is saying he needs shoulder surgery apparently. So,
But he gave dough to charities, and listen, like I always say, he deserves to respect for that for all that, like absolutely. But like that's why he's probably gonna get the extra starts.
yeah, and also Mason's better on the right than Rashford, cutting in on his left foot. So, what are you going to play Rashford on the left? Because Rashford's not better than on the left hand side. He's not better than Jack Grealish. He's not better than Sancho on the left. He's probably not even better than Foden on the left, and Foden's left-footed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, is he better than Sterling on the left? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's a toss-up. I don't really rate either of them. You know, like that. So like,
Just
what
puts
I'm
us in a
looking,
proper sticky situation.
but that's it. So I just don't know, guys. Do you know what I mean? So, like, guys, if you had to choose between Rashford or Sterling to start on the left, who would you choose? Who would you choose? Because Rashford's got 11 goals in the league from the left-hand side. How many has Sterling got in the league?
And most likely would have played less.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. I don't know, but both of them ain't really doing it, mate.
I wouldn't start any of them. Like I said, I think Foden's better. I think Grealish is better. I think Greenwood's better. I think Saka would be more of an option in terms of being a threat. Jadon Sancho, no doubt. Yeah, that to be honest, out of them two, it's really heads or tails for me, you know, Rants.
That's literally it. I'd get them two to do rock paper scissors for who stays at home. I swear down. I swear down.
Hey, come on.
I swear down. I'll get them to do rock paper scissors in the airport, bruv.
Whoosh.
In the airport.
And then we'll just see. Loser pays for the Joe Bone.
Bruv, this is it. Because I'll rather have Greenwood cutting in from the right than Rashford or Sterling cutting in from the left. Because if anyone's going to get man them goals, it's going to be Mason, bro. If man's got 15 minutes to go and I know that there's going to be one chance to drop to an England player that's not Harry Kane, I want it to drop to Mason Greenwood. I can't say that about Sterling, bro. Like, man, we're in the Champions League last season. I think he put the ball over the bar from like 3 yards out, bro. Mason ain't doing
that.
Better
season in less time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's literally had a better season in less time. And do you want me to tell you what I don't like as well? This team has inconsistencies. And let me tell you one of the inconsistencies. You mentioned before about Tomori and he's playing in Italy. Why the fuck's Bellingham in the team and Tomori's not then? Because
Jadon, is playing at Dortmund as well. And so yeah, but I'm saying because Jadon's there's more attention on Dortmund. Do you know what I mean? And also Dortmund made the Champions League, was it semi-finals? Do you know what I mean? Which he scored in against quarterfinals, sorry, which he scored in against Man City. And I think there's been more publicity on Dortmund because Jadon's there as well. Because let's face it, these men don't watch international football, innit? They watch the Prem and that's it, bruv. And that's just all it is. So if what's his name, Tomori was at Dortmund, I think he would have had a chance of going in it. I think it's just
why I want a foreign manager.
Yeah,
it's really why I want a foreign manager, someone who's going to be open-minded to all fucking.
Someone's going to be impartial. We need a foreign manager, or we need someone like Brendan Rodgers. Yeah, even though technically he's a foreign manager because obviously he's from Northern Ireland,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah. But
Do
like,
you know what I mean?
but he's still in that sort of mold. You know what I mean? In terms of
Yeah.
like, he will be compared to the likes of, not based on what he's achieved, but I mean, do you like the way Sir Alex is like from the UK, even though Brendan Rodgers isn't from the UK? That's just how.
Well, he is technically from the
Do you
UK
know,
because from
well,
Northern
he is.
Ireland, but
It's that's a
I don't know if
messy
he's Catholic,
situation,
so I
man.
don't
Listen,
know.
I failed geography, so any Northern Irish people who are like proper rough and that, listen, bro, I'm not trying to offend no one, man.
No, but it
Just trying to
depends,
talk
innit?
about
Because it
football.
depends, innit? It's
I'm
techie,
just
innit?
happy to
Because
be here.
obviously the Catholic guys over there, they'll say they're Irish, innit? And then you get the
Well,
other
big up
guys
your
that be
damn
like,
selves, all that. Listen,
and
I'm
the
Christian,
other
bro.
guys will say they're British, innit? So I don't know what side of the fence Brendan's on, and I'm not gonna assume. You know them ones. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
going to guess. And whatever
Yeah.
Brendan wants to do is absolutely fine with him. He goes for it.
That's what I'm saying. But I think he's a progressive manager. That's what we need. I think that Gareth Southgate's not progressive. He just thinks he is. You know what I mean? He thinks if he picks loads of names here that people ain't really seen in a little minute, it means he's progressive. But you're fucking playing 3 at the back and then 2 in front of these kids. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not good enough. Look, Sterling's got 10 goals and Rashford's got 11. So if we're basing it on goals and that, then maybe you bring Rashford. But Sterling's got more assists, I think. So literally, it's a rock, paper, scissors thing. You know them ones. I'll make them do kick-ups, and the first one to drop the ball goes home.
Big shout. Big shout.
That'd
be more
what
entertaining than rock, paper, scissors as well. Who can do more? Keep it up.
I swear down, bro. Maybe that has to be it, bro. You know, like that, because
That
to
might have
me,
to be, we'll live stream it.
yeah, to me, both of
Get it
them
on
ain't
the
good
England
enough.
channel.
You know, like that, or they can do a crossbar challenge or something. Then
Oh, they could do a 3-party. They could do one crossbar. They could do one crossbar, one keep you up, one boxing, and then both of them don't have to go. Hey!
it's true, innit, bro? I don't really know.
Some punch the shit out of each other.
I don't really know, innit, but I think it's super. It's super close between them, but I think they're both very underwhelming, and they haven't done enough in the England shirt. Yeah, they haven't done enough in the England shirt to justify starting, let alone even going, bruv. If you're doing it on performances, neither of them have performed better than Jesse Lingard over just in Jesse Lingard's short time at West Ham. He's probably had a better season than both of them.
I think Greenwood's had a better season than both of them.
Yeah,
Mason. I think we're being generous comparing him to him. Let's compare him to Mason Greenwood, who's only been good for a few weeks. I think he's had a better season. Honestly, lads,
yeah.
I think he's been quality the way he stepped up. It's the timing as well. Timing's everything with these tournaments. If a player hasn't played well for a full season, quite frankly, he probably shouldn't be participating, because at the end of the day, you can see his confidence has gone. You're there to win the competition. You do not want to be given players starting places based on credit in the bank. You want to go based off what they've actually been doing and what they can do.
And also, current form matters as well, bro. Like, Rashford's been playing shit, bruv. Mason Greenwood's on a nice little bit of form now. It's the same with Edison Cavani, bro. I think Cavani ended up in team of the season because he went on a hot streak for like 6 weeks or something and ended up in team of the season.
That was daft. That was team of the season. I'm not too sure about, like, maybe so, but didn't he get like signing of the season or something like that?
Bruv. He went on a hot streak for 6 weeks and managed to like Bandulu his way into some. Yeah, but that's what it is. Like, football is
be like Souček, for example, should be a signing of the season.
But there you go. But it comes down to flavour of the month. You see in football, especially in tournament football, if man's confident now and he's been playing well recently, you take man. And out of all of them, Mason's in the best form.
Yeah.
He's in the best form, and he's the most lethal finisher out of all of them anyway. It's a no-brainer.
No, 100%. The England team's bollocks, lad. That's why we're not going to win nothing. Like, we're actually going to win fuck all when it comes to this tournament. Let's be real. We're going to get to the quarterfinals. People are going to get excited. Then
I'd love to get to the fucking quarters, bruv. That would be something. I don't know.
Actually, no. We've got a seedy group stage, don't we? Who've we got in our group stage?
Hey, guys, what's the England group, guys?
I swear it's like 2 big teams and then just one. Like, who was it? England, Euro, group stage. Let me see if I can beat the chat to it. Probably not. There we go. Croatia, Scotland. Oh no, actually ours isn't bad. Croatia, Scotland and Czech Republic. Still probably get.
But the 2 Eastern European teams. Yeah, the 2 Eastern European teams are going to be tough. Even Czech Republic, yeah, it'll be a tough game. Even if man win, it might be a 2-1 affair. You know them ones. It's not going to be like, yo, England are going to mash them, and we should class Scotland, bruv. But it's one of them ones where, bruv, as long as they don't play the occasion and they just play the game, we should beat Scotland quite comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to see, man.
Do you reckon serious question. Do you reckon like Barcelona fans like have gone to the manager of Spain and put a gun to his head and said, "Don't bring any Real Madrid players"? Because how is Ramos not in that team, lad? Did you see that? Like, I know he's about 56 years of age, but still, he's better than most of the players that are. Eric Garcia from Man City. When the fuck does he play football? Before a week ago, they didn't even have Laporte as an option.
Yeah.
So what are you doing there? Like, is Sergio Ramos just about missed it? Or is it like if Laporte never went, would have Ramos went? Because that makes no goddamn sense. Makes no goddamn sense. Like, they're not going to win it anyway.
Yeah,
but,
true.
like,
No, they're not.
Like, the proper not, the shite, mate. But, like, it's one of them things where you'd still think, you know, you've got better options than that. Who was their goalkeepers? There was, like, David De Gea and someone else. Like, what was his name?
I have no idea, no.
Some shit keeper, lad. But either way, that's just not a team that I'm looking forward to seeing. The teams that I'm looking forward to is Portugal, France. It would be us if we had an Arsene Wenger or just someone like that will just play footy, man, like Brendan Rodgers. But who's the other team? Italy.
Italy. Listen, you see, Italy. Them man have a sat nav to the knockout stages.
Yep.
It doesn't matter how shit their team is. It don't matter how hard their group is. These Italians just, bruv, it's almost like they've got a God-given right. Once they're in the tournament, you have to keep your eye on them.
Yeah.
You just have to. They've just got it in their blood to just get out the group stages, like by any means, bro. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
All I'm saying. Do you know what? Do you know all the kids in school? Do you remember when? I don't know if you done this in your school when you were younger, but when we were in school, we used to put all the teams in a hat and we choose a team. That would be our team.
Yeah, for the tournament.
Yeah, lads. I remember I was fucking fuming, lads. I got Scotland one time in my one and only year that I could do it in primary. Oh, I was fuming. I was like, Scotland. Oh, no, it weren't Scotland. It was some other just dead team like that. Might have even been like, I can't remember. But I feel sorry for whoever gets England because they're going to get excited. They're going to get excited. They're going to
Heartbreak.
Be like, we've got Jadon Sancho, we've got Jack Grealish, we've got quality play, we've got a chance. But they don't know what we know, Rants.
They're going to find out, though, innit?
They're going to find out. It's
G.
the two words of Gareth to the Southgate. They're the two words that you need.
Trust me, it's coming home, yeah? You see those three words, yeah? Fucking hell, bruv. It's poison.
Like, what does home mean?
Poison.
Like, define home. Like, I want to know what home means. So, it's coming home. But home... like, is your home still from 1966? Is that home? Because most houses from 1966 have most likely been knocked down. Like, are you on that, lad? Like, are you on that? Most flats are being, like, changed and stuff.
You know, like that, bro. If you haven't been back for all that time, it's probably not home anymore.
It's probably not a good home, like.
It's probably not home anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
Got citizenships elsewhere, you know, all of that business. No longer really a part of that. Lad, it's not coming home. It's lucky if we get it type of thing, you know what I mean? Try and steal it if we can. We just
they're saying Sergio Ramos is injured.
Face.
They're saying that Sergio Ramos is injured.
Face, if that's what if that's a good, like, yeah, that's all right then, innit? Realistically.
So yeah,
that's the reason.
So no, it's gonna be interesting. I know it's gonna be very fucking interesting, bro. You know what I mean? So, bruv, I don't know for England, innit? Nobody trusts Southgate, so that's what it is.
Do you know a player who I think could be in the mix? Someone's just said it at Francisco. Shout out Harvey Elliott. Soon, not now, but like soon, probably like the next tournament maybe. I think he could be in the mix for with all these attackers. He's quality, so he could be in with a shout with all these.
Eventually, he's a baller, innit, bro? Like his time will come. His time will come. I don't know his personality though. You might know better than me, bro, because I remember, like, people will laugh. People will laugh, but you see, John Joe Shelby, yeah, he's one hell of a footballer, mate. But there's always been question marks over his application and his attitude. But technically, he's a fucking
attitude
player,
to the game.
Bro.
Attitude to the game. I can't really like fault it. Like there was one thing that he had with Harry Kane a few years ago, but he was like,
He was a kid.
14 or 15, lads, and he was just there basically making fun of Harry Kane on a video, and people gave him shit for that. But like, in terms of commitment, lad, he went down to the Championship and absolutely smashed it. And you know
He's
what
a
I mean? Like,
baller.
you can always see when he's trying to work hard. Everyone said as well when he first went to the Championship that he was going to get bodied and he was just going to get pushed off the ball. He went down and just absolutely smashed it. You know, and I think if you can play in the Championship, you can give it a good go in the Prem. You can give it because he never relied on physical attributes to get him through the Championship. This is why I think he can maybe do it in the Prem. He relied on intelligence, getting into tight spaces, staying on his toes frequently. You know, moving, and it's them type of things that you learn them beyond the years that he is. But he's only 18. He's just turned 18, so it's like the potential for him is whoosh. And I think we've got one of the better youngsters. We just don't know it yet. But there's so many. That's the one thing that could hold him back. You've got Saka, you've got Greenwood. Bear in mind, Harvey Elliott plays on the right. If Greenwood,
I think I think by the next Euros, in about 3 years, I think he'll be in the conversation because his feet are stupid. They're actually stupid. Do you know what I mean? So, it'll be very interesting to see because he's very, very good.
Yeah,
he's very good. So. It's one of them ones where, bruv, we just have to see literally personality and stuff. Like, if you don't know that can be the make or break of a player, bro. Because sometimes with football, it comes down also to does the manager like you, innit? And if the manager don't vibe with you, it's long, innit? So, man, we just have to say, man. We just have to see what happens.
Yeah.
We just have
100%.
to see what happens. He said, what about Curtis Jones as well? Do you ever think that he'll be up to that level?
Oh, he's got the talent to get there, but again, we have to see how many other players come through in that space of time type of thing, and he's got it there. I'm surprised Jurgen Klopp hasn't played him more this season, you know what I mean, because the spell where he really had to step up and we had no options and we had injuries, he was playing so well. He was like one of the, he was just a proper bright spark in a team of what was supposed to be champions, but just weren't playing like it at the time. And he came in, he won us games. He was direct. He took the game by the balls by himself. You know what I mean? That's what you want from your players. You know, when your team isn't turning up, you really do want someone to just step up and go for it.
I hear
at
that.
the end of the day. So, like, I'm not right now. Definitely not right. Kind of like a similar to Harvey Elliott situation. See how it pans out, but he has the talent to be able to get there.
No, 100%. Man, here's that. Big up everyone inside.
All the same.
Smash up the like button. You already know.
As always.
What you got coming up, bruv? Make sure you follow James Redmond TV, man. The link is in the title, people. You already know what it is.
Oh, yes. Got a El Redmondinho roundup later. Nah, Redmond roundup, not Redmondinho roundup. That would have been sick to call it that, though. Redmond roundup later. Talking about transfers and shite. Nah, we're going to be... Nah, actually, I'm not. What am I talking about today? Right there. I'm talking about... Oh, yeah. Get on this. Because obviously Mbappe was chatting shit about Liverpool, so I'm going to talk about that. Pochettino potentially going back to Spurs. I'm going to talk about that.
Who said that?
There's been like rumours that if he leaves PSG, that he's linked back with Spurs.
But they're saying that Roberto Martinez is going there.
It's interesting. I don't think Pochettino will go there, to be dead honest with you. But it's just the fact that he's being linked back there already is hilarious. Because it just shows that Levy just knows the fuck up he means. And he should have knew it at the time. Ruben Neves being linked. And just a few other things. Donnarumma situation with AC Milan. So that's going to be on the channel later. And yeah, keep an eye out for that. Big up everyone as always. Great show.
Come on.
Easy.
You know, like that. And yeah, big up everyone. Make sure you follow the Twitch for the exclusive Euro content. You know what I'm saying? That's the only place you're going to be able to watch it, people. So make sure you follow my Twitch. The link is in the description, man. It's been lit. You know, like that. So big up everyone. Smash the like if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure you follow James Redmond TV, people. And that is me for the day. Man, will catch you, man, tomorrow.